Hello everybody.
Hello everybody, good morning.
Welcome back to another video. Happy Sunday. It is a Sunday today. It is Sunday the 18th of August.
We're over halfway through summer now.
We certainly are. We're sort of near on approaching the end of August. Today we are off to our second visit since I've become a member.
You've got your card now, even though it is free parking.
Yeah, I've got my card through. Got my card through a couple of days ago. We today are going to
Anglesey Abbey Gardens
and
Lode Mill in Cambridgeshire.
That's right. Our second visit. So you can watch our first visit since I've been a member to Chartwell House, Winston Churchill's house. We went there a couple of weeks ago. You can watch that down below.
I'll read this for you.
And yeah, today, as Atticus said, we are going to Anglesey Abbey. So Atticus is going to tell you a little bit about Anglesey Abbey before we go. Go for it, Atticus.
Anglesey Abbey has a rich history and many treasures both inside the house and out the gardens, spread across 114 acres with adventures. No. Wait, what?
Where are we?
There. Avenues, flower borders and winter gardens.
Good boy.
Rose and formal gardens,
classical, statuary,
and
wildflower
meadows. Oh, that'll be nice.
Yeah.
Families can play, explore, and discover nature in the woodland play area.
So it was Lord Fairhaven
bought the house in the early 20th century. So when was that? That was last decade.
Yeah.
And
created
world-class furniture, silver clocks,
tapestries,
and a library filled with.
Turn the page. Library filled with
thousands of richly bought books and royal portraits. A historic water mill
on Quay
Water still has its
traditional machinery,
given an insight into a critical part of East Anglia life.
Good boy. That's it. So sounds interesting. The reason we picked this one is because it's relatively close.
It was actually the original one I was looking at.
It was, and it's not even an hour.
It's about between 15 minutes and an hour.
Yes, yeah, that's right. So it was Lord Fairhaven. He bought the house in the early 20th century. So it sounds really nice. Last night I put questions on Instagram for all you National Trust members out there, and there's a lot of you out there.
There's a load
that watch these to give me your suggestions on where to go, because we're new members, and there were so many different
really
ones
suggested by them.
This one wasn't. The vlog's coming up. So today is Anglesey Abbey in Cambridgeshire. I have got to put some petrol in, and then classic, always petrol. Arrived at Anglesey Abbey, shortest drive ever.
It was 50 minutes in the end.
No traffic at all, just the way I like it. So we are here. First thing, I'm so hungry. My tummy hurts. I need to eat. I don't know why I'm so hungry. I had a big steak last night, but I'm really hungry.
That Tesco steak, honestly, it was rump steak, but it was.
We had rump for a change, didn't we?
But it was like.
But it was really good. Anyway,
I was saying I think they put it in the wrong packet.
I have something different today than a scone. I always have a scone. I'm gonna have something different. I'm gonna switch it up. Go and find the visitor centre first, because I'm not sure if we have to book the time to go inside the house like we did at Chartwell. But if you've never been before,
You're making me laugh.
But if you've never been before, parking is free for a member and non-member. No scone. I've gone for a toasted tea cake with butter. So is Atticus. Is it good, Atticus?
Yeah, yours just looks really burnt.
Mine is slightly burnt, but I was just saying to Atticus, I like burnt. I don't mind a bit toast, a bit burnt.
Try not to bite into that because that tastes horrible. When you get into it, it does taste nice.
Oh, okay. You can see
So where's the house?
There's like different routes.
All the way up.
So the black one is the winter garden route.
So up there, right.
That's 1.2 miles. The circular route, the blue one, is 1.3, and the orange one, go along there, 1.5. That's the long explorers route.
I'd like to go along there. That looks nice.
What, the orange one?
Yeah, the orange one.
I think
you have to go also. Yeah, the orange one. And
it's
then
pretty big.
Maybe the black one as well.
I think, should we do the house first?
Yeah. So where's the
then
house?
It'll warm up a little bit. So
the house is.
Where's the house?
We are here. The house is there.
We're going to go to the mill first. There's an old mill. So we're just walking through this path, and hopefully the mill is up here. It's nice, sun's coming out now. It's a little bit cooler, weren't it, when we first got here?
Yeah.
Love visiting new places. Love it. It's quite a walk to this mill.
It's about a mile.
It's about a mile. Also got a stone in my Birkenstock, so the next bench I see, because there are all benches dotted around along the path, I'm going to have to take it off and get the stone out. That's the only thing with Birkenstocks. I'll tell you what, they are super, super comfy. So good for walking and exploring and climbing. Not like climbing like you know, mountains, don't get me wrong, but these are actually the Birkenstocks I wore what I walked up to right to the top of Old Town in Ibiza. Yeah, they're still going strong.
The heritage.
But I am going to have to, they do get stones in, they do get little stones in. Arrived at the mill, the changing appearance of Lode Mill. Its appearance has changed significantly since it was built in the mid-17th century. The current mill, which dates to the 1740s, began as a smaller 2-millstone water mill. It says it's now in working order. Upon Lord Fairhaven's death in 1966, the mill was bequeathed to the National Trust. The mill story came full circle and it was restored to working order between 77 and 82 and has been kept in working order ever since. The mill, and we've walked back down the path that we came, but actually we were meant to go along there and that will take us to the house.
on of a way. Can I have the map?
So we're now
Have you
on our
got the
way
map?
to the house.
You sure you got the map?
We are going the right way.
Have the map.
It's quite a way through the woods.
Well, it didn't look as long as it got back to the gate.
This is, because this is the only way that we can go to the house. You want the map?
Yeah, I'm saying, it didn't look as long.
House says,
Look.
steep decline, steps ahead. Oh, here we are, we're here. We're here. It's not too bad if you do come, I would say.
Steep decline.
I would
What's a
say,
steep decline.
like, it goes downhill.
Is this on this bit?
No, down there. Here's the house now. I will say, if you do come, it's not as bad as it probably sounds, the walk. From the mill to the house, I'm going to say half a mile.
Oh my.
Yeah, it's not too bad. The rose garden, it smells incredible. As soon as you come in, you can just smell them. Can you smell it, Atticus? Has to be my favourite. It's like pink white with touches of yellow. And what's the date on this one, Atticus?
1945.
It is the peace. It's the peace rose. Look, 1945.
Mum,
I think this is probably my favourite bit so far. It is stunning.
Mum. That is incredible, that smell.
Oh my God, look at it. It's all closed up.
Smell that.
It's just said, Mum, come and smell this one. This smells insane.
Oh, that's even better than that.
Is it?
Smell that. That is insane.
See, Atticus is loving this, smelling the roses. He didn't think he would, but he absolutely is. Is that one a strong one? Is it? That's a nice deep pink. Which one? Which one did you smell? Enjoyed smelling. This is beautiful. Beautiful. The smell of it just hits you as soon as you come in. in the oak room now, and we're actually allowed to sit on the sofas. So you can sit on the sofas in the oak room and look up at the ceiling. The ceiling is incredible. Safe. Oh, do you think like Blenheim Palace? Oh, look. We've got silverware, statues. Look at this, Ajax. Ask Nanny when you see Nanny. Say to Nanny, did you used to use Ajax? No, I don't think you can even get Ajax anymore. But does everyone remember the cleaner, Ajax? It is, it's Frank's going. Cambridge News, what date is it?
1964.
Ah.
December 3rd, 1960.
Out the house now, that was okay. I mean, obviously it was a lot smaller than some of the houses we've visited, but it was nice. I quite enjoyed that. And we got to sit on one of the sofas. It was nice. What do you think, Atticus?
Yeah.
Lots of retro touches in the kitchen, as you would have seen. But yeah, that was quite nice. Quite nice. Not as elaborate again, but it definitely had a nice feel. Quite enjoyable.
Yeah.
We saw the clock. Apparently that was quite a famous clock, she was saying.
Yeah.
And it had like the QR code, and if you scanned it, apparently it started chiming, and the pineapple started spinning. But there's no internet in the house, so you can't really scan it and get a result. So tempted by this. I actually saw it at Chartwell House. I don't know where I'll put it. I don't know what I'll do with it, and it's now it's £6.50 now. I really like it. I just don't know where I'll put it. In the gift shop. Because they don't do a bear at each place.
No, they did it at St Michael's.
They did it at St Michael's Mount in Cornwall. Atticus got a bear from there, but at this one and the last one they didn't. So the last one I got you, what was it? Squirrel.
Yeah, they had that there as well.
And then this time he chose a little bat off me. Little cuddly bat. And then he bought the guidebook, didn't you, darling? It's a very big, thick guidebook, this one. Did you think? Really big and thick and heavy. Didn't bother going in the cafe because we walked in and the queue was literally almost out the other side of the door, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So the plan is we are actually going to go to a pub or something. I'm going to find a little pub or something and we'll have some food. I head home, actually. Atticus has changed his mind on the play area, haven't you?
It's just such a lot. It looks about
He doesn't
2.5 miles.
To be honest, I would have done it.
Mum, it looks about 2 miles. That's ridiculous.
I don't think it's 2 miles to the play area. It's like a woodland play area. And we
about a
looked
mile
on the
and a half.
map.
I'd say a mile and a half.
I'd say it's about a mile and a half.
That's a lot, Mum. That's a long distance just for a play area.
Okay, your choice. I would have done it.
Surely you agree.
It is quite a long way, but I think to myself, we walked like 7 miles the other day.
It's a bit different,
So-
though, isn't it? You go through the forest and you don't always know where you're going, but where we live, we always know where we're going.
Yeah, so Atticus decided he don't want to do the play area anyway. It's only about 2 o'clock. It's flying that though, we've been here since 10.
4 hours.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
So yeah, we're going to find a little pub or something. But for a sum up of Anglesey Manor, is it Manor?
Anglesey, God knows.
Is it Anglesey Manor? Abbey.
Abbey.
Anyway, summary of Anglesey Abbey. It's okay.
What do you rate it, 0 to 10?
I'm going to give it... Now, I'm going to give it because you have to compare it to like... So to me, even though they were English heritage places like Rest Park and Audley End...
And also like Chartwell and Blenheim Palace.
Yeah, they're all solid 10s for me.
So is Hampton Court. Do you remember that was nice, Hampton Court?
Yeah. But that's not a National Trust.
That's still historic
Or English
Royal
heritage,
Palaces.
but Royal Palace, yeah. So
Historic Royal Palaces and Blenheim Palace is its own thing. You can...
yeah. So all them were solid 10s for me, and they probably were for you, weren't they?
Yeah.
So if I'm comparing it to them, then I'm going to have to give it today, probably this one, I'm going to have to give it 4 to 5.
Well, no, choose one.
I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a 4. The house was pleasant. Nothing's offensive about the place, don't get me wrong.
No, honestly, I'm going to give it 3.5.
Not a great deal to do here.
There isn't.
But
The main thing is the house, because you can barely go in the mill.
Yeah, I mean, the mill wasn't...
The best.
You just saw the mechanisms of the mill and everything. The grounds are nice. I mean, it's an ideal place if you want to bring a picnic. They're pleasant.
There's
the
a
little
lot of
walks,
flies.
as you would have
There is a
seen.
lot of flies.
There was a lot of flies everywhere, so... Yeah, but I'm sure you could find a
Not
space where there were
everywhere,
no
but, like,
flies.
Near the mill there was.
There was a lot of flies, and we did go to sit down on a few different benches, and there was just
And
swarming
there was only
with
actually
flies.
one.
Yeah, so, but it's a pleasant place, you know, if you want to come. It's, to me, it doesn't feel like it's a whole day thing. If we were to do the 1.5 mile walk down to the play area, you play on the play area and we walk back, then that would be literally another couple of hours.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to do that.
So it's just whether you want to do that. Atticus isn't up to it. So we're going to head off and find a pub for something to eat. If you've enjoyed our second National Trust visit, see you very, very soon for another video.
Bye.
Bye.